Today on Tutorials with James.
Okay, so on today's tutorial, notice I got a Band-Aid on. It's been on for like 3 days now, but I'm doing a little bit of miniature OTR. I'm just driving up through up into over into Boise, which is like a 3-hour drive. So I've got a lot of time to kill, and I'm going freaking crazy because all I've had to do all day is drink coffee. So this is another one about vehicles, and again, it's a really cool feature. I've never been in a vehicle that doesn't have these things, but they might exist somewhere. So what I want to do is I want to share these with you and kind of help. You know, I was really impressed when I found out what these things all do and how they all go together. It's a cool little like cog in the machine kind of thing. It's, you know, if you miss one piece, the whole thing gets out of whack. So today on Tutorials, it is about that one and that one. Not so much either of these. This moves my steering wheel. That's a clutch. You don't really need to concern yourself with those at the moment. So when you're driving down the road, you see a sign that says speed limit on it. This thing right here is called a speedometer. And when you pass a sign that has that 35 on it, you want to get this little line right here to match up with this line right here. And you do this, going back down here, by pushing this pedal. Or if you're way above that 3.5, you come over here and you push this pedal. You don't have to get all the way up onto somebody's butt so you're riding like that. You know, you can stay back like 500 feet. I mean, it's really weird how you can actually, you don't actually have to like touch the backside of somebody. You can just back off a little bit. Now, there's the times where you get there and you're doing that 35 and the person in front of you is like down at, 12. In that case, what we do is we drive up, we get a little bit closer to them and we look around. We look out the window a little bit and we kind of look around them to see if there's anybody coming in the other lane. Now, if there's these little dotted lines, okay, they're usually, 1.5 feet, 2 foot, 3 foot long, whatever they are. But they're these lines and they're in the middle of the road. And if they're there and they're dotted, spaced, that means you can drive past. Now, this is not always the case. Sometimes you'll see those dotted lines and it's out on some rural road or something, and you'll look around and you'll notice that the road goes up and you can't see anything past it. So what you do then is you just wait just a little bit and wait until you get to the top of that hill and you can actually see around them, and then you turn on that blinker that we talked about last time, letting them know. And you want to do this for about 100 yards. You want to give it a good distance so that they can see that you are preparing to pass, as well as make sure absolutely nothing is coming at you. And with that turn signal on, you just scoot over a little bit. You just go scoot, back up more roads. And then, sorry, inside joke. That was for you, Poppy. Anyway, so you scoot over and you go around them, you accelerate, and it is common to go, 3 or 4 miles an hour over the speed limit to get around that person and then get back in front of them. Once you can see them in your rear view mirror and you can see there's distance there, then you turn on your turn signal the other way and you get back into that lane, and then you turn off that turn signal. I mean, again, technology is astounding. So that's how you approach that situation. Now, another thing to think about is when you're going down the road and there is no dotted line, don't pass. That's when you need to just slow down again and you hang on, because there will be somewhere. I promise you will get around them at some point. Okay. And so that's the tutorial today on how to use those numbers on those signs that you see. They're white signs. Sometimes they're yellow. Those are actually caution. That's saying that, you know, it would behoove you to slow or speed up to that speed, because that's what the road is more designed for. There's something going on in the road that's saying, hey, slow down just a little bit, you know. So that's, you know, up to you. If you're comfortable going a little faster than that, have at it by all means. So that's the tutorial. Drive safe, friends.
There's a river in the south, and I must confess, she looks her best in summer dress. She is mighty long, and at some landings she's wide. Folks down south say she's another river's bride.